Hello my friends and welcome to my channel. Today, as promised in my last video, I've got another stamping. I'm going to be stamping over these beautiful polishes from Square Hue. I did an unboxing of these in one of my last videos, and this was the white one that we thought had that gorgeous shimmer in it and not so much on the nails. I mean, I've played with it in all sorts of different light, and I don't see the shimmer, the blue, green, yellow, opalescence or whatever it was. I don't see any of that. But it's still a very good white because it had a really good formula, and it's off-white. It's not just white in your face, stark white. So I do like that about it, and I love that it had a great formula. And I've got 2 coats of each color on all my nails, and we're fixing to stamp over, well, we're not going to stamp straight over these. I'm going to make some decals for these 3 fingers that are in the off-white. And I'm going to be using this Bundle Monster plate. It's BM325. And I'm going to be using these little bows. And I'm going to make some decals using some of my stampers and black Konad polish. And then after they dry a little bit, I'm going to tap in some of the pink hollow from Square Hue that was called Fireworks, and then put them on my nails. So let's get started. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, these stampers I think are from Westonia. That's what I've got them labeled, and it's just a little rectangular, and I've got other refills so that I can make multiples. How this works. It's not very centered. I'm going to try that again. And it's not going to have a lot of extra space for me to tap in the hollow, but I think that'll be a good thing. So let's see if we can get a more lined up one, so I'll be able to play with it. It's almost the same, but since it's going to be a decal, we'll be okay with it. Okay, so I'm going to pull that one out and set it to the side to dry. I'll pop in another one. Put some fuzzies, but that won't affect them. Another one in. And I'm making an extra one just in case. Just in case. In case I mess it up. Alrighty guys, I'm going to let these dry, and then we'll come back and fill them in just through those little lines. I'm hoping it'll be enough to peek through, and we'll see. If I don't like it, we'll do something else. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and I've already gotten started on the other 3. I've dabbed the pink hollow on them, and I've top coated them. They're drying. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started with the last one, my backup. And I'm just going to dab some of this out onto my scraping card that I used and use a little dotting tool and just kind of dab these in there. Just try real hard to stay in the lines because I'm not really good at it. But it didn't have to be absolutely perfect. I keep hearing Phoebe Moon in my head. She always says people aren't going to be right up on them, not as close as you are while you're doing them, or as close as you guys get to see on the videos. So that's true. So it doesn't have to be straight on perfect, which is cool because you know that's a little bit out of the lines there. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to let that dry for just a little while, and then we'll add some top coat to it. And I did use this miracle nail that I get from the Dollar Tree. It works really good for making decals, and I learned this from Shar K on her channel. She's like the decal making queen, and this stuff works really good because it's thin, but it holds together really well, and it didn't make your decals too thick to where they're really hard to apply to the nail later, and I really like that. Plus, it's $1 from the Dollar Tree. I've seen it marked as Miracle Nail, and then I had another one. I think it's called Super Dry. Oh, here it is. Super Dry. So these are both the same, and I got both of them at the Dollar Tree. So they're the same. One store might have one or the other, but they're pretty much the same. Today I'm just using the Miracle Nail because it's what I grabbed first. And I don't know if these are dry yet. So these aren't dry yet. I'm going to let these dry. And, well, I tell you what, before we take a break, we're going to go ahead and put some of this Miracle Nail. Or, Miracle Nail. I keep wanting to call it Miracle Dry. Go ahead and generous layer on there. And we'll let that one dry with the other ones. We'll set it off to the side so I know it was the last one done. And we're going to let these dry, and then we're going to come back and try to get these on our nails. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay guys, I'm back. I already got started. I've got this one pulled off of the stamper. I got out my little scissors, and this one's still, it's not like dry, so it's a little more tacky, not really sticky, but a little tacky. And but we're gonna go ahead and trim it down some. And I've already got, this one's already been top coated, this one's been just kind of sat on there, and now we're going to apply this one. You definitely want to mush them down and make sure that they're flat. And since this one's already still tacky, I'm not going to add anything to make it stick to the nail because it's actually sticking pretty well. Normally I would put a really super scant layer of the Miracle Nail on there and help glue it in place before I put the top coat on it. But I don't really need to do that today, so. Because I'm messing with a little bit of a tacky one. Trying to trim a little bit more of that excess off. Not very graceful at that, am I, guys? It's okay. It gets the job done. Right, I'm squishing out some acetone here and get it on the little brush. Try to clean up that side just a little bit. I think we're almost good to go. Try to get some of that. I smeared the black a little bit. There we go. Alright. Alrighty. And while this one dries a little bit, we're going to go ahead and top coat the middle nail one. And again, I'm using Poshe. Go for the last one. Kind of went a little thick on it, but I wanted to make sure that it, wasn't going to be anything sticking up for me to catch on anything. Well, alrighty, guys. I'm not liking that. Let's see if we can get that to lay down a little more flat. My nail is so curved on that side that it doesn't always get the same amount of polish on it. Thankfully that's self-leveling, so it should help. Well, alrighty. That is what we have. Little bows with a little hollow peeking through. And that's it. So, well, I hope you guys like this one. Let me know what you think down in the comment section. And that's all I have for today. So, until next time, be good to yourself. Talk to you soon. Bye.